the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. All right, so today's been a day of challenging thumbnails, but here we are doing a fun, really fun review. So every time they release a dark Mountain Dew, whether it's purple or kind of black, people are like, oh, this tastes like pitch black. You know, or, oh, this is a better version of pitch black. Oh, this is a worse version of pitch black. And it's like, no. I mean, sure, there are some qualities to a lot of these that do share similarities to pitch black. We can't dispute that. But they don't all taste like pitch black. Come on. So we're doing the review that you all have been dying for. At least I hope you've been dying for it. We've got 5 sodas. One's definitely certified to be fresh. Another one I'm pretty sure is fresh. One I'm hopeful. 2 of them I think are probably flat, but we'll be able to get the flavor right. No question about the flavor's going to be there. Just the carbonation may not be, and I'll get to still walk you through it, right? So, last year was the year of dark dews. We got pitch black back. We got Mystic Punch, or Mystic Punch. We got Passionfruit Punch, and then the other 2 we've had for a while. We still have them. That's Mountain Dew Legend at B-Dubs, and we've got Purple Thunder at Circle K, which I really should have tried to get another Purple Thunder before this video. That's one of the ones that may not be any good now, but yeah, look at that. That's a good thumbnail. Yes. And now the stress is gone. Now I take these sodas, move them around, and we're going to have that off our chest for the rest of the night. All right, so of course we want to drink Legend as soon as possible as the ice can melt. But we're going to start with our bad boy, our OG Pitch Black. And I got a little bit of a sizzle there, so that's promising. Good old pitch black. Yep. Not as carbonated as it could be. But, just going off of memory and having tasted pitch black in the recent months as well. It's really this grape, citrus. I'm sure there's like another berry in there, probably like black raspberry is what you kind of get. Definitely a slightly bitter profile, but it's very enjoyable, right? It's a fan favorite, and it's very unique to itself because it's not like your typical grape soda. It's not just grape. You've got that berry flavor. You've got that citrus, and it's really just. Every time a dark dew comes out, everybody's like, wow, this has to be like pitch black, right? We love pitch black so much that we can't stop thinking about it. But yeah, I mean, I love pitch black. Always a 10, no doubt. Now, last time I tried Legend, I think I gave it like a 7. To me, I told y'all it tasted like black licorice. Then people tried to school me black licorice is made out of this type of fruit and not black raspberry, and I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool, but to me black licorice tastes like the candy form of black raspberry. You can say what you want, but I just thought this was like a 7 out of 10. We're gonna try it again. This is the first time trying it in a long time, so I'm happy. It is black. It is blacker than pitch black. Pitch black has like a purple tint to it. This thing is completely black. It's black as this cup. So if that's something to tell you anything, that's how it is. And I've had someone tell me they like this more than pitch black, and I just don't see the reason why. It is like, to me, you still get that hint of citrus flavor, but it's like you reduce that, you get rid of the grape, and now you're left with this super bitter raspberry flavor, or black raspberry flavor, or blackberry, not blackberry, blackberry flavor. And there's nothing wrong with it. but it's definitely its own thing, right? It's not, it's definitely not pitch black. And I definitely think it's interesting to, again, I would give it like a 7. It's interesting to be at B-dubs. Like, I don't really look at this drink and say, oh, well, this would go really well with wings. But I could see where you're doing a mixed drink. This one would really go well in a mixed drink. You know, getting those flavor profiles kind of mixed in there. I could really see like a blackberry mixed drink is quite good. But on its own, I don't know. It's not my favorite. It's probably like C tier level. I mean, there's no Mountain Dews that I think are bad. But this is one of my less favorite ones. All right, so moving on to Purple Thunder, which is a plum berry flavor. I think this is kind of like blackberry too, and that's kind of, you know, where this one reminds me if you cross over pitch black and whiteout. Whiteout's got that really cool, refreshing flavor to it, and it's not like an overly loud profile. Pitch black, on the other hand, isn't super overly loud either. But it's very dark, and it's got those bitter notes. This, to me, brings those together because plum has got that refreshingness to it, and then, of course, blackberry has that dark punch flavor. So I doubt this is going to have much carbonation, but we're still going to get the flavor. So, yeah. And again, plum has some very interesting notes to it. Like it also has its own unique thing going for it. And I also really love this one. If it was more carbonated, I'd be screaming with joy. Of course, it lost its sip, its sap, its slap. But the rumor is Kroger's going to get this as well, and in cans. So we'll have to see. That'll be nice, because cans don't go bad. The flavor never goes bad. People can trick themselves and say it says 2020 as the expiration, it's bad. No, cans keep the freshness. So it'll be nice. Because again, these exclusives, I don't trust Mountain Dew with exclusives anymore. I doubt we're gonna, I think they're kind of getting rid of them, which is fine. I mean, that means we get more nationwide releases, hopefully, for a limited time. But back to Purple Thunder again. It's kind of like if you have that balance between whiteout and pitch black. Of course, plum has its own interesting notes, and it's a 10 out of 10. But you can see where we're going here with this. No, the dark dews, they don't all taste the same. They really don't. Maybe Mystic Punch might come very close to pitch black, but I mean, I'm here to tell you, they all have their own unique things. Some of them I like more than others. All right, so this one I'm really hopeful that it still tastes good. I mean, it says expiration was September, so we'll have to see. But Passionfruit Punch, again, it's going to be similar, but also different than pitch black. So let's try it. That's weird how different that is from the past 3 I just tried. Like the past 3, they all have that link of that dark berry in there, right? They've got that bitterness to them. This, though, while I do think this has like a tang to it, I don't really get a bitter tang. I'm really seeing a highlight of that passion fruit more than anything. Some Baja, but I'm not really getting any like blackberry like I did in the past, which is odd. But again, once you're tasting everything together, it's kind of eye-opening. I did like this more than guava. Now, I'll have to revisit guava. Because I don't know, I feel differently about this. I still like it as much as I did. It's just, now it's kind of like, okay, this is more of a passion fruit drink. Yeah, it's extremely different from the others. Maybe what made me link these together was maybe there's some citrus flavor in there along with the Baja, but really this one is extremely different. I would say definitely one of the better Baja spin-offs of the recent ones we've gotten. Since they've been doing it. But yeah, impressive. I still give it like an 8.5, but different than the others. So now Mystic Punch, we're probably gonna be kind of swaying back here into a very familiar territory of the pitch black. So let's go ahead and open this up. This is the most fresh one. I'm sure it's not even expired. January 15th, and today was January the 8th. So, all right. I mean, there are some aspects that I see, okay. Yeah. But this one's more berry than anything. This doesn't have blackberry. This is definitely like a mixed berry. What berries? I don't know. But for me, it's just, there's not really a raspberry or blackberry flavor to it. It's not hitting pitch black. It's not giving pitch black. It's really separate from these as well. You know what I'm thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking. Because I wanted to say maybe there's a hint of citrus cherry in this mixed with berry flavors, but I'm not so sure I could say that too. I'm not real sure. They didn't really seem too separate as drinks when I tried them together. So, you know, this is the first time I'm thinking maybe there's a little bit of citrus cherry in there. But it's definitely, when I drink this with these others, the first three were really, they had something that tied them in together. These last two, no. So, very interesting. I know this made for a long review. I know it was a long video, but you got 5 different drinks, and I'm trying to make connections between all of them. And at first, we had that line going from Pitch Black to Legend to Purple Thunder, and then we went way off course with these two. So, if you have to ask me, I'm going to tell you. They're all unique. They're all different. So, people can get bored with the purple and the dark colored dews. But until you try them all together, I don't think you can truly appreciate how different all of these are. And that dew is keeping us in good hands. And dew is making some fun flavors. Fun new flavors. Even if you don't see it. You just have to keep... My recommendation, if you can get cans of these drinks, keep a stock. Be able to try them together. I think that's going to be the most telling thing. And sure, some of these, like Mystic Punch, apparently that's a rebranded flavor from the past, like Arctic something. And it probably is, but it's been 10 years since that flavor came out. So for them to rebrand it, I don't mind it. I think it's good. I love that flavor. I think they did a really good job on Mystic Punch. I really like Passionfruit Punch. Out of all these, the only one I'm not a big fan of was Legend. So, other than that, tell me what your thoughts are. I know most of y'all haven't been able, I'm sure none of y'all have been able to do this type of comparison, but there's got to be people with opinions on this, right? You got to have something. You got to be thinking, Also, I've got a video coming on the blue Mountain Dews. Do all blue Mountain Dews taste the same? Because, again, we have that thing with voltage. Everybody's like, that tastes like voltage. That's just voltage. Voltage this. And it's like, okay, cool. That's a nice opinion, but is it really valid? Not really. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see y'all around. Yeah.